Hello everyone, for today's magic card trick tutorial, I thought it'd be neat to share with you another trick with just using a regular deck of cards, well mixed, well shuffled. Have a spectator select any card that they like. It is a true and free selection, so let's just assume they pick that card right there. They look at it, don't show you, but you take their card and lose it somewhere in the middle of the deck. You have no idea where it is. Give the deck a few cuts and even a nice shuffle, completely losing the location of their card. Now, what you're gonna do is you're going to show the spectator a few cards and then just ask them if they see their card in the pack of cards that you show them, okay? So we'll use face-up cards at the beginning to see if they can see what card is, if their card is in this face-up pack, okay? So you just go through and ask the spectator if they've seen their card. They'll say no. You say, am I going too fast? I can slow down. It doesn't matter. And then you say, did you see your card in this pack of cards? And they say no. And then you can show them more cards and see if they see their card in this pack of cards. And they say no, okay? So their card must not be in the face-up pack of cards. So that means it must be in the face-down pack of cards. Now, if I take the face-up pack of cards and the face down pack of cards and shuffle them together, we can do a magic move. Okay, watch this. Let's see. Did you see it? Let's see. There it is. Did you see it? No? Okay, watch this. One card is now face down in the face up pack of cards, but I'm gonna go through and do one better here. For the first time and the first time only, I want you to, the spectator, to name your card, and they'll say it was the Two of Hearts. So watch this. If I spell out Two of Hearts, let's see what we get. TWOOFHEARTS. Look at that, the Two of Hearts was at your card. And that's spell, and it just uses a regular deck of playing cards. Now, before I show you how to do it, please, as always, like and subscribe to this channel and this video. I really appreciate it. I'd also like to give a shout out to my channel members. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for all your support. And if you're looking to support this channel through YouTube channel membership, you can do that all through the links in YouTube below. And now, a message from Not Teller.
I am not Teller, but I do want you to visit thebestmagicshop.com, where you can find some great magic tricks and accessories to add to your collection. That's thebestmagicshop.com.
Okay, spell the tutorial. You're just going to need a regular deck of cards, well mixed, well shuffled. Have a spectator select any card that they like. And let's say they pick this card right here. What you're going to do is you're going to need to get their card to the bottom. They look at their card, they don't show you. So you need to get their card to the bottom so you can get a glimpse of their card. So they pick the Jack of Clubs. You take their card, place it a little bit, about a quarter, do a little bit less than half below the deck, push their card in, and then on your last push, push up with your thumb, okay? So you get a nice little break with your pinky, and so their card's on the bottom of this top stack, you have your break, and then you just have the rest of the deck of cards here. Once you push it in, cut the card right at the break, okay? So their card is now here, it's now on the bottom of the deck. Then you can cut any amount, half of this stack, just place them on top of that, and then the rest of the cards on top of that. That'll get their card to the bottom. Now, when you go to give a shuffle, you can glimpse at the bottom card. So now you're seeing that it's the Jack of Clubs, and then just give them a shuffle, and make sure you shuffle the Jack of Clubs first just to maintain it on the bottom. You can shuffle a couple of times if you want, just maintaining that Jack of Clubs by shuffling those cards first on the bottom. Now you're gonna need to get their card to the top. And then so what you're gonna do is just kind of do like a reverse shuffle where you just cut off a bunch of cards from the bottom, about a quarter of the deck, and then just take cards off the top, okay? You can do a few at a time, and then when you get to running out of cards, just do one at a time until you get to the last card, and that'll get their card to the top. Now, you say to the spectator, I'm going to show you a stack of face-up cards, and I just want you to tell me if you see your card. And this is where this trick is actually perfect for showing it to magicians, because you're going to do a move right here in front of the spectator where you take off about half the deck. Okay, Jack of Clubs, so that's a lot of letters in that card. Diamonds, have more letters, so you're going to want to make sure that you cut off enough cards where you can at least spell out Jack of Clubs and have a little bit left over, okay? So you cut off their cards. Their card is on top, and then what you do is just grab with your thumb, slide over the top card, and then flip these cards over. So that'll get you a whole bunch of face-up cards, and then the first face-down card you come to will be their card. Okay, let me show you this one more time, and I'll do it with their card is on the top. We'll do it face-up, so you just reach down, cut the deck about half, slide off the top card, and then turn these cards over. Okay, now I just showed it, and then spread these cards out. Now I just showed you with it face-up, just so you can see what I'm doing. But when you're doing the trick, it just looks like this, sliding off their card. It's now on top of this half. Turn these cards over, okay? Now, when you're showing the spectator these face-up cards, you're spelling out what their card is. So in this case, the Jack of Clubs. So I'm just, in my mind, J-A-C-K, saying, did you see your card? And they'll say no. And then I can, in my mind, do O-F-C-L-U-B. Okay, did you see it? They say no. Then you show, after you spelled out whatever their card is, you show them the rest of their cards until you get to the last card here, and they say, do you see your card? And they say no. Now, when you square these cards up, you get a break underneath this first card, which is their card. Square these up, and then you can just drop them on top of that stack. And what that does is, because you got the break underneath that first card, it gets their card face up, or face down in a stack of face-up cards. You square these up, okay? You get your break, show them their cards, show them the rest of the cards after you spelled it out. Get a break underneath that last card, the first face down card, square them up, their card's now under here, and just drop them on the table. Now you say, okay, I have a stack of face up cards and face down cards. You didn't see it in the face up style pack, so you must have seen it. So, I mean, their card must be in this face down stack, okay? You just show them, just spread these out, ribbon spread them, show that there's just, you know, face down cards. And then square these up, and now shuffle these two packs of cards together, but don't complete the shuffle. So you just loosely shuffle these two stacks together, and then just push them about, you know, so they're halfway in together. Now, all you're doing is just pulling through the face-up cards and the face-down cards. So when you have them shuffled loosely in between, just pivot, you know, these two stacks out, and then just, you know, push this whole stack through with your hand, and you can grab these with your other fingers and grab this other half and just pull them through. Okay, that's all you're doing. You're not doing any magic moves or anything like this. It's just a flourish. You're not dropping a card or anything like that. You're just pushing two halves of shuffled cards just together, face down, face up, and you just shuffle them loosely, just pivot, you know, push, and then grab and pull. So you're just looking like you're doing a magic move, but you're not really doing anything. You're just pushing two halves of the decks through each other, okay? You're not doing anything more than that. Now, because you left that their selected card face down in this face-up stack, you can actually spread these out and show, look at that, there's now one card face down in this stack of cards, and you say, I'm gonna do, you know, one better here. For the first time and the first time only, ask the spectator what their card is, and they'll tell you it was the Jack of Clubs. And now if you spell out Jackofclubs, you get to their selected card. And then it's just a normal, regular deck of cards from there, okay? And that's spell. If you have any questions, please let me know. Leave them in the comments. I do reply to comments. I know it's kind of a lot, but it's gonna take a little bit of practice to do, especially just, you know, pushing through the cards in the deck. You know, just practice that a few times. It's just, you know, just a flourish. You can just do it any way you want, whatever way's easiest for you, okay? And, you know, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I do respond to comments, and until next time.